the bar, I'm too persistent with income, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag.
Rev, we're wasting absolutely no time, blood. Are you mad? Yo, first of all, shout out RA, Real Artillery, the guy that literally has unlimited ammo. If you play games and them thing there, like Real Company or whatever, and you have unlimited ammo, and then you just have like that little shape, blood, you know what I'm saying? That signifies you have unlimited ammo. That's what RA has, fam. You know, the guy, bruv, constant artillery pun deck. Bun. You know Arambo, blood, in them scenes with where it has the machine gun and it goes slow motion, just do. Listen, man, hey, the only thing I can explain with this album right here, because first of all, if you haven't heard his previous album, definitely go and listen to that one, because I feel like that album was an album where it's like people are so used to you, or like, oh yeah, okay, I know he can do that, yeah, I know he can do that. So that album was to me like a statement, like, oh yo, I cannot just do that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that, but I can also do this, and this. That was versatility. This song was just telling you, like, yo, let me just really tell you that I am the Godfather of this grease talk. The only way I can explain this tune, it was definitely very hard for me to pick a top 5. The only way I can explain it to you is that, you know, on Crud, how you have SMGs, ARs, all of them thing there, you have the different types of guns. This whole album was just the AR class on its absolute ones, fam, and it was just a situation of where choosing the best AR, you know what I'm saying, blood, what has the best range, you know what I'm saying, best damage in them thing there, which one can you be most mobile with, blood, because how can you choose from a plethora of the same bullet, you know what I'm saying, blood, they're all the same bullet, so how do I choose, you know what I mean, blood, it's all the same gun, all the same type of gun. So you just gotta choose little differentiations, blood, you know what I'm saying, little technicalities and intricacies that create this top 5 and them thing there, blood. So let's get into it, man. Number 1, shout out RA. First of all, blood, the way this Dunny articulates himself with the grease talk is absolutely different, blood. But sometimes you just have him just saying absolutely simple bars, blood. But the way that, the aggression and the assertion he comes with, like, you know what I'm saying, blood? Like, each word just gets more and more aggressive into the sentence, blood. Like, bro, the guy's too cold, man. Like, nah, man. When you're trying to get on a different kind of vibe, get lit, all of them thing there, blood, really listen to a man chat greasy, and you know that it was actually about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. And also shout out his Daily Duppy as well, fam, bro, because that thing right there, definitely go check that reaction out, man. His Daily Duppy reaction that I did, different, fam. He got one in his chest, got put in the air like a ganja flavor, yo. Like, come on now, people, man. Like, bro, if you don't know, get to know, man. Just give man a capital punishment. I was in the can like strawberry nourishment. It's like, bro, come on now, man. I'm telling you, blood. It's not every, sometimes you can dip a little funny bar in there, you know what I'm saying? Because certain man will listen to that. Because that's the thing. When it comes to music, it's all about perspective and how people, you know what I'm saying, take it. A good artist always allows a plethora of perspectives to be taken when the listeners listen and to interpret it into however they want. But that bar was low-key funny. In the can like strawberry nourishment. A man saying it better aggressive as well, fam. That bar was funny to me, blood. But WWF 1000%. And you man obviously, bro, how can a track called WWF not even be in there as well? You heard the hook, Undertaker, all of them things that have been mentioned. WWE wants WWF. So what is it? I can't remember the name of it, blood. World Wrestling Entertainment, World Wrestling Foundation, Thunder. I can't remember, man. Listen, I used to watch WWE bare, fam. Then you man just got bare South and Pia, man. Allow me, fam. But yeah, next tune, man. Next tune. Now, before I even take a listen and you man start to hear my little intervals and what I think and all of them thing there, the reason why I like this track is I can't remember. I'm actually now, I'm an idiot, blood. I was about to say, I can't remember if he's been on like a storytelling vibe, but Convo, blood. The Convo, that's literally storytelling at its finest. One of the coldest musical series in the UK, blood. Like, when you chop up, when you put on, for example, Shiro's story, fam, you know, that was more sentimental, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the ladies, them can come into it, man, them can come into it, blood. The plethora of generations and people that like different kind of music can watch Shiro's story, blood. When you come to the Convo, you know what to expect, fam. You know what I'm saying? From when you hear the voices like this, but abracadabra, blood, man, like adds all of them thing there, like, you know what I'm saying? You just know it's bare grease and them, just bare grease, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? For all sounding rusty and them, just bare grease, like, you know what I'm saying, blood? So he's been on this storytelling by, fam. I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he's been on it on just tunes where he's been by himself as well, fam. So that's why one of the reasons why I chose this tune as well. The storytelling thing. Wavy, man. Bruv, the way this guy came on this track, blood, called 4 hammers, blood. I got 4 hammers. Then he started to break down what each of them are called, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Like, bro, like that's what I'm telling, bro. The way this guy articulates himself, as I said on Crud's album review, man, every single artist can talk about the exact same thing, but what differentiates them is how they articulate themselves, man. The way they break down their bars. Some people can just say, I went to the shop. Some people can say, I went to the shop, I did this, and this. Some people can just say, I went to the shop, but just, you know what I'm saying, my limb moved, and then my leg moved, and then I moved like this. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how certain man just break it down, fam. And the way I breaks it down for you, absolutely different, fam. Once again, man, 1 minute and 57 seconds of just pure grease. Literally, bro, the thing's called forensics, blood. Like, WWF, blood. 4 hammers, forensics. Like, are you hearing these song names, blood? Like, you even got to take everything into accountability, blood. And then what did the teacher say when she came in when the tune was starting? He said, okay, it was like a teacher in a classroom and she was like, okay, everyone, today we're gonna learn about the GOAT. Like, bruv. Alright, so what you man gotta understand is, I already said once again in my Crud album review that I listen to aesthetics before lyrics and them things there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate music as a whole, but as a preference, aesthetically appeals to me more than just someone just going hella mad and barring all of them thing there. Although the barring thing, obviously, you know what I'm saying, it's still there. You get me, you get my point, dude. You know what I'm saying? But the reason, realistically, if you're talking about artistically on an artistry level, hammers definitely should be above forensics. But what sold it for me for forensics, blood, is that you're listening to the tune and you're like, yeah, this is cold, fam. You know what I'm saying? This is our air, blood. Chatting is grease, blood. And then the beat line comes in, and I'm like, what the fuck was that, blood? Like, bro, nah, man, the beat, blood. The beat, how it can be so mellow, blood. Then just give you a little combo in between and them thing there, then go back to its mellowness and I just duppy in the track. Like, that's what basically brought this track up for me. That just little sort of, but it wasn't happening 24/7 in the track. So it's like you were waiting on it, blood. You know what I'm saying? You know, like eating a chocolate, blood, and then you get the like little caramel in the middle or soy caramel in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like that, fam. It was just something that you could savor. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't too much of it to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's too much, blood. You know what I mean? Also, what I liked about this tune is that, yeah, he was chatting grease as well, but he was definitely chatting, yo, you know what I'm saying, we're out here with rollies, all of them ting, they're trying to own a farmland, all of them ting, they're like, you know what I'm saying, it's someone ascending, it's not constantly just grease. You know what I'm saying? He was chatting about ownership in there, fam, something that, you know what I'm saying, our people sometimes can't take too seriously in them ting there, but something that's definitely very important, especially in this day and age and that. So yeah, on to number 2. Listen, this track almost didn't make it on there, blood. I can't even lie to you. This track almost didn't make it on there. But you see, when you do an album review, you can't just take one listen and then, you know what I'm saying? I basically listen to the whole album, put each track where I want to put each track, you know what I'm saying, put them into my top 5 and playlist and them thing there, listen to it, you know, because I end up with like, I don't know, more than 5 tracks more times in it, so then you have to break them down all them thing, and I listen to it again, I was like, yeah, this thing's too cold. Correct, blood, perfect people to put on this as well, Correct and Conan, because I don't think I've really heard these man on the Grease Talk quite lately, because they're definitely one of the new school dons as well, old school kind of, you know, but new school wise as well, fam. When it comes to this Grease Talk, metaphors, all of them thing, they're flipping the track, all it. Very cold with it, as what we call rap acrobatics, blood. You know what I'm saying? They're one of the coldest with it. So I definitely liked hearing them on this type of vibe. So yeah, man. Yeah. This one definitely had to be in there. And it was a feature as well. Different kind of vibe. You get me? And I put the blade through a man's head back and leave man wavy, blood. I'll let you dissect that for yourself, man. Listen, blood, at the end of the day, we delivered a corn to your door, fam. Man mentioned Hermes and the Amazon Prime, all of them thing there. Shut up, correct, man. He shelled his verse, blood. Differently, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? Mess around with me, deliver the corn to your door, fam. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie to you, blood. I'm glad to hear Conan in this type of vibe, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of stopped taking man serious in them thing there. You know what I'm saying? Man was getting a little too safi in them thing there. Man's on does the shoe fit, trying to pull gal in there, blood, be on romance and all of them thing there. But like, blood, where's the grease gone, my guy? You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he got pulled back in. You know what I'm saying, blood? But you know when someone's trying to chat about the uncertain and you're like, you know what I'm saying, blood? But I know these men are obviously from that life. I'm obviously making a joke, people, you know what I'm saying? But I was kind of side-eyeing the verse in them thing there because I'm like, bro, you haven't been in here in a while, you know what I'm saying? But like, you handle the pressure in them thing there. But I think you do this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cones, blood. You get me? Shout out Cones, blood. I'm glad to see you back on these sides, man. You know what I'm saying? You're getting all doing up chef asylum and them thing there. You know what I'm saying, blood? Man, getting a bit too mainstream in that, blood. You know what I mean? We gotta keep the grease in there, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man, get this still, you know what I'm saying? You can still tap into that chamber, though. You know? Chamber, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man. Hopefully you, man. Oh, I was about to say, hopefully you, man, enjoy it. Oh, shoot. Nah. Listen, with this one right here, I'm not even going to say anything. I reacted to this track, man. I'm gonna let my past self do all the talking. I already reacted to this track. Listen, people, subscribe to this channel right here. Subscribe to this channel right here. Wait a minute. Subscribe to this channel right here, MLC Music, but you know what I'm saying? Currently I'm going through a little two complications and I can't upload to the cook for a couple of days and everything there. But subscribe to this music channel, subscribe to the non-music channel as well, and then also all the other social media. But this channel, this is where I'm mainly at. This is where the work goes in, you know what I'm saying? This is where pressure get applied, you know what I'm saying? Pressure on the necks, you know what I'm saying, blood? But hey, shout out you, man. It's been your boy Njies. This is the last you're gonna see of me, and I'm gonna pass it over to my past self. So yeah, man, in a bit, people, the present self is gone.
How much times man rolled up pepper lead him dead and dead blood gone shed and shed. When machine them come, tell the boss we want 10 of them.
Nah, is that a bit of grime though, blood? Was that a bit of grime though, fam? No, I swear I just heard a little bit of grime, blood. Speaking of DWE and them, man, fam. Did you hear that floor, blood?
I'ma turn back to the trap, up on my turn. Go to the seg again, deep on that bed again. Bros tingles, bush, my tingles, dig again. Enough man.
I was about to wheel it again because I'm like, that floor is too cold. That man said, what? My gun goes geg. What the hell is a geg? I can't lie to you. I just might be the champion. Nah, he got it. He got it, man. He got it, man. He got it. He's got it 100%. When it comes to the grease talk, I'm not saying like he is the best, but I'm gonna say for me, blood, he's definitely the best, fam. For me, when it comes to this grease talk thing, I'm telling you, man, the guy's whole demeanor, blood, the delivery, the assertion in his bars, like, yo, man would really do this. You know when someone's chatting and you're just enjoying the song, but in the back of your head, you're like, yeah, he would never do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, bruv, you believe every single word, man. Just the voice, everything, fam. You get, bruv, you don't know play thing around here.
After bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your mans want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left in the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still gotta chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in a league on my own and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats. Come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax. Premium sir.